What's guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to the second episode of Sonny Boy. This one's titled Aliens. Aliens. So, yeah, apparently we're watching a Trigger production now that we're dealing with aliens. I don't know if that means we are going to encounter something else in this weird dimension that we're now in, or if that's implying that we are the aliens of this world. I don't know what necessarily it's going to be implying right now, but there are many different implications, and this was a weird first episode, and I'm not quite sure what to make of the show yet, because I don't know what the show is yet. So that's part of the problem, and part of the joy of the show in a way as well, is you're just thrust into this, and it's just like, oh, okay, the school is now in some weird black dimension, and it's slowly sinking. And we now have powers that are manifesting, which seem to come about. I don't know what the tie is between the power and what the person who gets them is. I was going to say maybe it's a manifestation of their desire to an extent. Like, it seemed as though Cap had the ability to punish those that didn't listen to him, and he wanted people to listen to him. He wanted to be an authoritative figure, and so that's what his power gave him the ability to do. But then that power could have been used on him, which made me think, okay, is this just a worldwide power that is established with the punishment system? Or was it, what's-his-face? Hoshi's power instead, and he was just using Cap as a tool for it, and just making Cap think he was in control of it, when ultimately he wasn't. I'm not quite sure what to make of that just yet. But it's that one guy who had the power that can, shift and, break space, as it were. I don't know what he was doing, but that very much seems to be, unique to him. So I don't know what is different about this punishment system that's in place here. But I guess we'll see. Maybe Cap was just, if you can do the power, you're also vulnerable to the power in some weird way? I don't know. There's a lot to explain with this show, and I doubt we'll get that far into the explanation. Especially not with the second episode. But I guess we'll see what it wants to do. But with the sinking of the school, we're now out of the school environment, and we are now in a new environment, which looked to be like some mountainous place. Not quite sure how big it was, but, well, we have no supplies or anything now, so we're going to have to fend for ourselves on this land. And it's interesting how they mentioned that time wasn't moving, but they still felt hungry, they still felt all their basic human needs. So, whilst the environment they're in wasn't changing in time, they themselves are still being afflicted by time, which is kind of interesting. I don't know if that's now going to be different now that we're on this, mountainous island thing, or what's going to happen, but yeah, getting rid of the school setting immediately is kind of interesting. I really thought they'd stick that setting around for a lot longer than they ultimately did, but yeah, this show was weird, and I'm curious to see how weird they get with it, and ultimately what the point is. Where do they go with this as a story? That's what I'm really, really, really curious about. And as an original work in 12 episodes, I kind of worry to an extent, because here's the thing with original anime. I always say original anime should have the better pacing compared to a manga or a light novel adaptation, because you have purposefully made your product for the confines of the anime medium. So you should know exactly what story beat you want to hit right at the end of this episode, right at the end of that episode. You know when you need this story arc to start coming into play. You should have much finer control as to how your production plays out. But I'm finding more and more often that when they're only 12 episodes long, they often fall into the problem of trying to do way too much in too short of a time. And I sincerely hope this doesn't become another one of them. Because I don't want the last 3 episodes or so to suddenly be completely different with a huge shift in narrative and then suddenly fall flat. I don't want that to happen to this show as well as what has happened to many other shows. I think the most high-profile one of recent times would be Wonder Egg Priority, which I don't know how that got messed up so badly. I haven't even seen, My Priority. I have not seen it yet. The fact that it's 53% is concerning and is honestly putting me off of watching it. But at the same time, I know I should watch it to complete the journey. But I'm so... Yeah, like, it's just shows like that. It's like, I don't want Sonny Boy to end up going the same way. Another example that I can think of, and is one that probably most of you won't recognize, but some, if you've been on my channel, you'll recognize it, and that is Gekidoll, which started out as like a idol show, started to have this mystery undertone. Well, the mystery undertone was quite heavily involved right from the beginning, and then the ending just became very, very convoluted and just a mess. But it had so much potential leading into it. So it's another one of those originals that somehow managed to mess up its time, which again, I don't know how you manage that. Just trying to do too much in too short a time, pretty much, because when you think about it, 4.5 hours of content is a lot. Because, I mean, that's what an anime is. An anime is 4.5 hours of content. And yet, somehow, you still don't have enough time to truly flesh it out, which is interesting. Since 2-hour movies can flesh out their storylines quite easily, but 4.5-hour animes can't, which is kind of odd when you put it that way. But, yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm going to shut up. We're going to get into the episode, because I'm curious to see what direction they end up taking this now that we're on a new location. I don't know if we're going to be cycling through locations rather quickly, or if this is our new permanent home for a while. I guess we'll see what ends up happening, because if the school was sinking, why wouldn't this place also be sinking to an extent, right? So I assume we'd have another location change at some point, but I guess we'll see. Anyway, as per usual, these are time-based format reactions here on YouTube. If you want to see the full picture in picture, go to my Patreon down in the description below. £4 a month gives you access to all picture in picture reactions I do on the channel, which is everything from the current seasonal lineup, as well as Patreon request shows such as World Trigger, Sympho Gear, and Log Horizon. They took a break this week whilst I'm working on catch-up stuff, but we're close to being done with that, so they'll be back very, very soon. But yeah, here on YouTube we do time-based, so bottom left of the screen you'll see a time for the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then play side episode, I side episode, and we should be in sync. We watch this one on Funimation as per usual, since they're the ones who licensed the series. We have the Funimation logo to start, so it's 7 seconds logos give or take. I'll call them out as they go past, but you can also use screen flash on my face, the mic, or this part of my headset to tell when the scenes are transitioning. That should be synced up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Funimation, cheers. Here we go. Oh, hello. That was odd. Oh, is that the school? Got a lot of equipment and stuff set up here, haven't we? Oh, shit. I'm guessing this is someone's power. Interesting. Nothing out there, okay. Just endless ocean. How far out did you go? I mean, the fact that we still have powers and the fact that we heal super quick. What? Robinson Crusoe, okay. It's been about... Jesus, time skips. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Oh. Okay, there's plenty of other places to go. Okay, interesting. Oh. Oh. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, that explains that. Interesting. Okay. Hmm. Interesting. Huh? The hell is going on? Again? Sand, okay. That was a good idea. It was specifically tied to that lipstick. I don't think she's the one that's just doing it, though. Hmm. Hmm? Okay. One's missing. So I guess her power seems to be the ability to order anything, hence why she has a castle and all these things. And that explains why they have everything. That's burning up as well. Um, it's got to be a limitation on her power. Oh shit. All the equipment went up. Is there a limit on the things she produces then? She wasn't burning it. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. Yeah, we do have to verify. Yeah, yeah, that was an S. It must just be a limitation on her power in some way. Yeah, they were rigged elections. Okay, that's what they were showing. Okay. Same ring? Yeah, it's all now just become a mess of convolution. It's like a whisper game or something like that. You say something, by the time you're finished, it's like evolved into something completely different. What? Did it fly into a window and break its wing or something? Hmm. So did a bunch of other people, to be fair, but whatever. Hmm. Hmm. There's more flames. Sure. Uh-huh, sure. I feel like he's the real villain here. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Yeah. It survived the fire. In exchange for something. Stuff that burned was just stuff you asked for and got given. Yeah. You actually traded for that, it's of equal value. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. What? And then it burns up. Okay. Interesting. Hmm. Okay. Not her fault, it's just the law of this world. Trade fairly. Hmm. She probably feels like she is responsible. Hmm. Jesus. Idiots. Oh, she got hit by one. That's fine though. She'll heal up in the end, that's not a problem. I feel like this Star Kid is actually the villain of the series almost. I detest them so far. Ugh. Oh shit. Wait, what? Wait, what? It's raining money now? I mean, money's worthless until. Yep. Is that the cat? Okay. Not really. You shouldn't feel responsible for other people misrepresenting your information. Hmm. Hmm. Like the heat haze that was going on there. Okay, storms. What? Huh. Interesting. I don't think you can say that, but sure. Hmm. The hell is that QR code on the back? They burn up. Yeah, he doesn't have glasses now. uh, yeah. Kyoryu coin. We crypto now? We crypto now. Okay. Nice. Okay. That works, I suppose. It's a pretty clever way of getting around it. Where does that QR code lead? I wonder. I might actually check that in a minute. No, you don't. Hmm. And it doesn't burn up. Hmm. Wait, what? So that's why she said she could see something in the first episode. Oh, okay. The pacing on this show feels very weird to me. Hmm. I wonder if the purpose of this show is to, like, teach morals and stuff, and like things related to that, to teenage life and stuff. I don't know. Like, fair exchange seems something that should be, like, taught. I wonder if they're going that direction with it. Like, this is a journey of learning for these characters. I don't know. Alright. Yeah, this show is crazy, quite simply. Again, pacing is... You're just rocketing away so much. And just all over the place. Alright, let's see here. Let's see if I can actually scan this QR code. It might be a little difficult because his hand is kind of covering a little bit of it, but let's see here. Where am I? There I am. Let's see if I can get it. Oh, I've got to go over my mic here. Detect. Contents, Hyoryu coin, okay. Oh, it just opens a text thing, okay. Doesn't do anything more than that by the looks of things. It just opens up a text thing that says Hyoryu coin. That's all that really happens when you scan it. So, interesting. I really thought they'd go like to another website or something special, but no, it just opens up Hyoryu coin as a text document. That's still cool. They bothered to actually make it like a proper code that is actually read. But yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, it's very all over the place in terms of like what it's doing. It feels a bit weird and jarring at times, but it's still very, very interesting as to what it's doing. I don't know how it's all going to come together by the end, but it definitely looks like this island that we're on will eventually be left, but for now it is our semi-permanent home in regards to that. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes, but we're definitely speeding through these early bits, which is probably what's going to allow it to do something fancy towards the end. Because if we spent more time on this early bit, which I feel like it kind of needed, then I feel like they would not have enough time for their ending. So they're sacrificing their beginning by making it intentionally somewhat confusing and somewhat fast-paced, so that we can just get to the end at a decent point. I don't know. The first two episodes just feel kind of weird, and it feels like I consider myself to be fairly competent at catching on to things and realizing what's going on and like keeping pace with the show and all like the things it's trying to say. I feel like I'm fairly good at that. I definitely won't say I'm the best. I miss some things, even some obvious things on occasion. But I feel like I catch on to things relatively quickly once I notice them. It's just noticing them that's kind of the problem. But even for this one, I feel like I'm having a struggle to keep track of things right now. Like, we didn't mention anything about the punishment side of things. We just completely moved on from that. Is that still in play right now? I'm going to assume it is. It's just it was never enacted on. But we now have this trade thing that's going on. I don't know. I really don't know. This show is all over the place, and yeah, I'm just trying to keep track of it right now. But I'm under no pressure to drop it. I'm going to stick with it to see where it goes. But if this was a busier time slot than what it currently is, because we got rid of Peach Boy Riverside because I want to wait for the full version of that, like in actual order, rather than the weird order they decided to give to Crunchyroll and TV broadcast. And then it's and then we got rid of Scarlet Nexus because I just wasn't into it. If it was a busier day, I think I might also consider maybe getting rid of this one. But for now, we're good. We do have Edith and Deities that will eventually join this lineup as well, so got to get to that at some point. But yeah, I guess we'll see where it ends up going. I'm very curious, but at the same time, I'm also like, about it right now, just because it's a bit confusing. But we'll see. Anyway, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the ones per usual. Leave a like if you did, as well as your comments what you thought of the episode. Don't forget to hit subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the summer 2021 line you find here on the channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time. See you guys later.